What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the members of the channel. Shout out to the Point of View crew and Trip on This. You know what's crazy, bro? You guys are watching this video, you push play or watching it, you see me sitting here, you think maybe I just came, sat down and pushed record and start spitting. You have no idea that I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes, just over and over, like, what is up? Talking for a minute, stopping it. What is up? Welcome to my channel. Shout out to the man with the Point of View crew. Start all over. What? I mean, dude! No matter what, I can't start. I'm just getting frustrated, bro. I'm already frustrated. I'm just angry and aggravated right now. That's why if you see me sweating, it's why I've been sitting there just knocking it out for the last 20 minutes, just cooking under these hot-ass light bulbs, bro, that I'm still struggling with, dog. And it's just like, I'm way more aggravated and upset than I have a right to be wearing this pink blouse. It's almost like, all right, Splinter, homeboy, hey, go take off that pink blouse and come back and tell us how angry you are. Now, look, I might be wearing a pink tank top, but it's got a green zombie monster guy on it right here, okay? And that just makes it less blouse-like. The more you pay attention to the green zombie, the less blouse-like this shirt appears. It's becoming more and more tank top as we go. Okay? I don't have a thumbnail, dude. That's what I'm so irate about. No damn thumbnail. Snarf, snarf. Now when I'm done recording this video, I'm going to want to upload it and put a thumbnail on it. I don't have a thumbnail. I went to the same thumbnail maker I've been using for the last 5 years. You take the picture, you put in the little thing, you just make it bigger, the size, and I can't make it bigger. I can't make the thumbnail. It's not working. You okay, Mandarin? Okay, Mandarin, she has asthma attacks. Mandarin. So, dude, fully frustrating. I hit up Schizo Silva, hit up GG. Hopefully between the two of them, by the time I'm done recording, by the time I'm done uploading, I have a thumbnail. Because I'm not going to want to upload this thing without a thumbnail, bro. Never that. And so, trip on this, bro. Let's move into the next phase of the video. Let's talk about Sugar. I got to take my dog Sugar to the vet. I feel like, and this is the list right here of the people who helped me out so far. Now, I feel like when I brought it up yesterday, I was a little bit too humorous with it. I was like, my dog Sugar is sick. I'm going to take her to the vet because I don't got no money, and throw up on the counter and be like, oh, I lost my wallet, or do like a beer run, but it's a dog run, have him fix my dog, then take off running, and I made it humorous. My dog's sick, gotta go to the vet, ain't got no money. But the reason why I made it humorous and joking around is because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to come and have to ask for help, bro. But I will humble myself. I will embarrass myself for my dog. I'm straight up, bro. Look, I'm here doing it. I will humble myself and embarrass myself. It's embarrassing asking for help. But I gotta get Sugar for some help, bro. I mean, it's not a joke. She has something going on with the freaking private area dog. She's big and swollen. She won't even let herself go pee. I mean, we're sitting watching. She didn't go pee for 2 days straight. I don't know if it hurts, if it burns, if she's even able to. She has gunk coming out of her eyes, gunk coming out of her ears. I gotta get her to the vet, dog. Like, damn, man. I feel horrible as a person, as a pet owner, that I don't have my own Betty to take her in. At the same time, it's a dog that got dumped on me. I'm doing the best I can for her. Someone found her in the neighborhood. I already have my own set of pets I'm dealing with. And someone's like, here, want a dog? I'm doing the best I can with it, bro. I'm doing the best I can. So I am asking for a little bit of help. But look right here, bro. Trip on this, man. Look at 2 people showed some love and donated to the Sugar Fund. Breeze and Justin M. Shout out to those 2 fellas. Now, Joel, Larry, and Michael Oside had already given me a donation like the day before. Before I ever said, hey, can you guys please show some love? I consider it a personal favor. Please help me get this dog to the vet. I would really appreciate it. Before I said that, Joel, Larry, and Michael Oside already gave me a donation. And I took those and I saved them. I'm saving them. So technically that's money they gave me, but I'm saving it for something other than Sugar. I mean, they gave it to me for rock stars and whatever. But no, I'm saving it, putting in the Sugar pot. So we have $70 between Justin M, Michael Oside, Larry, Breeze, and Joel. $70 towards Sugar. I hope I can get in there tomorrow, bro. Hope I don't have to postpone her appointment. But I'm going to call that much love, much respect. Salute. Shout out. I appreciate it. Alright, so today's video though is, hey, it's prison skinheads, which I think is a perfect follow-up to the video we just did, black skinheads, homeboy. And that video ruffled some feathers, dog. I ruffled some feathers with that video, and some people just don't like to accept the truth, dude. Some people are offended that the skinhead scene started off with blacks. I mean, the first skinheads were black and white. I might have made a faux pas, homeboy. I might have fumbled my words. I think I might have said, hey, the first skinheads were black. The first skinheads weren't black. But the first skinheads weren't just white either. They were white and black. Jamaican immigrants, working class white kids, the Caribbean black dock workers. I mean, bro, it was all working class. They were listening to Desmond Decker. Oi wasn't even a thing yet. So in the very beginning in the 60s, they were black skinheads. That ruffles some feathers, homeboy. But prison skinheads, let's kick it off. Now, the mid to late 90s or so, all the white dudes going into prison wanted to be Nazi lowriders. They were the frontline soldiers. They were the big homeboys. They were the active ones putting in all the work. And that's what all the first termers, the woods coming into prison, who wanted to make a name for themselves, that's what they attained to. They wanted to be lowriders, bro. That was the cool and going thing in the mid to late 90s. But then they start getting validated, slammed down, stuck in the shoe. Then the AB closed their books over the FTB thing, which I'm going to do a video on FTB very soon. Shout out to Will. I can't wait to kick that video off. It's going to be a great one. So the brand closed NLR's books. They could not recruit. They're all stuck in the shoe. All of a sudden, it didn't seem so cool to become a lowrider. I mean, how could you even become one? You can't. Books are closed. They're all in the shoe. So the lowrider was no longer the cool and the going thing, and so it kind of created a vacuum, didn't it? So then in the early 2000s, bro, there was a skinhead explosion that filled the vacuum from the lowriders leaving the scene. When the lowriders left, the skinheads came in, bro. It was a vacuum. Take something away, it's got to be filled in with something else. You take away the frontline soldiers and the high power woods, the gangsters doing putting in all the work, take those dudes away, it's going to be a new group of high power frontline soldiers putting in the work. So the skinheads replaced NLR. No longer cool to be a lowrider. How could you be? Now it's cool to be a skinhead, homeboy, and I seen the skinhead explosion. In the early 2000s, bro, all the woods coming in, all the first-timer white dudes who wanted to make a name for themselves, now they wanted to be skinheads. Especially when the brand put P9 at the front line. When the brand made P9 the front, oh, bro, then it got really, really popular to be a skinhead, brother. And you know what? There was a rule. People say this, oh, you can't become a skinhead in prison. It happens all the time. Happens all the time, bro. And the thing about prison skinheads is, like I said, when I was a skinhead, I was a traditional skinhead. I cared about the culture. I cared about the lifestyle, the dress, the music. I didn't care at all about the politics that went behind it. Only the clothes, the culture, the music. Prison skinheads are the exact opposite. Most of them, a lot of them are blind to the culture and the lifestyle, and they're just full blast with the politics of it all. So the prison skinheads are all about the politics and know nothing about the boots and braces, homeboy, the Doc Martens, the culture, the oi, the skinhead way of life, the lifestyle, the culture. It's lost on them. They're blind to it. They only know the politics, homeboy. So trip on this. We're going to kick it off, dude. Hold up. Alright, I got 3 stories, bro. 3 prison skinhead stories. I'm going to do this one first. I was going to do a second, do this one, this one, this one, this one. So I'm in Wasco Reception, the building C1. I have the keys. There's no bulldogs in it. There's bulldogs in C2, C3, and C4. The rule is the woods, the skinheads, the whites, cannot program around bulldogs. They cannot do it, dude. There is no bulldogs in C1 where I'm at, but they're in C2, C3, and C4. So, obviously, it goes without saying, all those woods in C2, C3, and C4 programming with the bulldogs are in trouble. Now, aren't they? Now, when a wood programs with a bulldog, They just get beat up over on a yard, if it ever even catches up to them. It might not ever even catch up to them. If it does, they might get 23 seconds. It's not really a real big deal. It's not really a huge rule you're breaking. You're just not supposed to program with them. You did, you can get your ass beat. To where when the skinheads do it, it's more of a rule. It's more of a, they broke more of a rule than if a white dude programs with bulldogs. If the skinheads do it, it's worse for them. They get more than just a checking. They can get all the way dropped out. They can be considered just all bad. Put a green line on them. That's how serious it could be for them. So I'm in C1. I have the keys to the building. There's about 8 skinheads over there. They're deep. The skinhead that is in charge of them is from Bakersfield. I just seen him the other day, bro. Just seen him the other day. He's still a skinhead. He had his head bicked all the way. We call it bicked. You get a Bic razor and you just shave it all the way bald. Not a lick of hair. So I seen this dude the other day with his bicked head. He's still a skinhead. And he had dicky shorts, a slingshot, and Vans on. See what I mean? He knows nothing about Levi State Press, Doc Martens, Fred Perry's. He doesn't know about the culture, the lifestyle. Hey, he knows all about the politics, though. He could really tell you all about those skinhead politics, homeboy. So when I'm in C1, there's 8 skinheads. The shot caller is from Bakersfield. I seen him the other day. He's a skinhead without his boots and braces, homeboy. Now, there's skinheads in C2, programming with the Bulldogs. And the skinheads in C1 start sending them kites. Start sending kites over to C2 saying, hey, you guys need to get out of there. You skinheads are not supposed to be programming with Bulldogs. You know this already. You know that you could be considered all bad and get a green light on. You could be the straight up dropout, bro. You're going to be SNY if you keep fucking around. You're not allowed to be over there. So they start sending kites back, telling them, hey, come over here and lead from the front. The skinheads in C2 say to the skinheads in C1, what do you mean you're going to send us a kite telling us how to program? Come over here and lead from the front. Show us how it's done. So they're just talking shit back and forth. Skinheads in C1 shooting kites at skinheads in C2, and they're sending kites back and forth about the whole bulldog politic thing. Well, there's one skinhead in C2, just a younger little first-termer, just a youngster from Orange County, first time in prison, probably a fresh cut, probably only been a skinhead a year. Shoot, probably became a skinhead in prison for all we know. Not much experience with prison politics, that's for sure. Because once you hear about his next move. So there's this little youngster skinhead over there. And he's paying attention to these kites going back and forth from C1 to C2 saying, get out of there! Quit programming with those bulldogs! So that youngster in C2 takes upon himself, he's like, I'm going to get out of here. I'm not going to program with these bulldogs. The skinheads in C1 are mad about it. I want to stay in good standings. I'm not going to program with them anymore. So he went over and told the cops, I need a bed move. I need to get out of here. I can't program with these bulldogs. Which is all bad, dude. What? The only way you can ever leave a building, the only way you can ever leave a cell is through violence. You can never roll up your property and go up to a cop and be like, I need to leave. With your bedroll slung over your shoulder. You can never ask for a cop's assistance in leaving. You can never say, look, I have an enemy here. I can't be here. If you're someplace you don't want to be, or if you're someplace you can't be, you have to just take off on somebody, bro. You take off until the cops come spray you and remove you. That's the only way. So if you're in C2 and you don't want to program with the bulldogs, then you go up and take off on a bulldog. Or you take off on a white dude because they're in trouble for being around the bulldogs. You do not go tell the cops, hey, I got to get out of here. But that's what this little youngster did. Rolled up his shit and went and told the cops, like, I got to get out of here. Well, the cops in C1 came and got me because I got the keys to the building. I had the keys to C1. So the cops came and got me and they said, hey, Splinter, whatever your name is, Chris. Hey, Chris, we need a white bunk. There is a skinhead in C2 who told the cop was honest with me, told me exactly how it went down. The cop came and told me, hey, I need a white bunk over here. There's a skinhead in C2 who went and told the cops he can't be there. The cops are rolling him up and sending him here, so I have to take someone from here and send him over there because he's coming over here. I was like, all right, so I picked out some white dude who I didn't like. Get rid of that fool. Send his ass out of there. Didn't give him a warning, didn't give him a heads up, didn't ask him, hey, do you want to go to C2, bro? I got to pick someone to move. Any volunteers? No, I was like, get this guy out of here. Went and told him, pack your shit, you're going to C2. What, dude, what? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, then here comes that skinhead with his bedroll from C2 into C1, and I had already told the skinheads in C1, I go, hey, there's a skinhead coming over here from C2. He told the cops he can't be there. You know what time it is. They knew what time it was. They're going to have to break this freaking pole off. And I didn't really care at first until I saw him. Until I saw that he was like 5'6" and 100 pounds. And some little 18-year-old fresh off the streets who didn't really know what was going on and thought he was doing the right thing. And he's getting ready to get broke off by 8 skinheads going to do a boot party, dude. Tear into his ass, bro. And that's exactly what happened. He came over with his bedroll. Hi, I'm from C2. He walked in. I'm the first person he saw. He's like, hey, what's up? Where the skinheads at? And I was like, I almost hate to do this to you, but... And they're right over there. They're right upstairs. And so he went up there, dude. He went up there and he's like, hey, comrades, I'm here. And they just, boom! And just broke him off. Just beat him, dude. Beat him and kicked him and beat him and kicked him and smashed him and threw him down and body slammed him and knocked him out and woke him back up and kicked him and just fucked him off, dog. But and then he finally went running away all bloody. I felt bad. I gave him a towel. He went and told the cops. But the Woods got all pissed off about it, bro. Here's what pissed the Woods off. The Woods got pissed off because we thought the skinheads did too much. We didn't think that little youngster deserved that kind of a beating. They could hit him a couple times. Once he was knocked down and knocked out, they should have walked away. Not kicked him in the face, knocked out, picked him up, body slammed him, wake him up, and off the ropes. Dude, they went to full blast on it, we thought. And one of the dudes out of the 8 who was beating up that youngster and was like, yeah, whoa, and was going full blast and acting all hardcore, acting like he did something, had just been called a bitch 2 days prior to this. That's what the Woods didn't like. The Woods are watching all this happen. The Woods are right here watching those skinheads just smash that little youngster. And the skinheads jumping up and down, this dude from Orange County, like, 2 days before this, someone told him, shut up, bitch. This Orange County skinhead. One of his skinhead comrades told him, shut up, bitch. And he's like, alright. And now here he is beating up on this dude, jumping him with 7 other people, acting all crazy. We didn't like that, bro. We went over to the skinhead shot caller, the one who I saw a couple of days ago, wearing bands, dickies, and a slingshot. And I said, hey, dude, the Woods, the Peckerwoods in this building, we feel that skinhead right there, you guys need to remove him. Get him the fuck out of here. He is acting all tough. He's acting like he did something just because he ate on one somebody. 2 days ago, he got called a bitch. Why is he still here? We all heard about it. We all know that one of his own comrades called him a bitch. You guys let him stay, let him kick it, and now you're letting him beat up on this dude, and he's walking around all, like he did something. He ain't about shit. You don't want to see 8 people beat up one person, and then those 8 people all, like they did something, especially one who just called a bitch. So the Woods told the skinheads basically, hey, you take care of that Orange County skinhead, or we're going to rush you. It's going to be the Woods against the Skins right now. Because we don't appreciate how you guys beat the brakes off that young little kid. Little 18-year-old, small, little 100-pound dude. You broke him off, bro. You probably broke his nose, cracked his head open. He's fucked off, dude. He didn't have that coming. 8 people on one, and one of those 8 just got called a bitch a couple days ago. No, you remove that dude or the Woods are rushing you guys. They said, all right. Damn, kick back, Woodpile. We got this. So the skinheads smashed that dude who got called a bitch. And dude, skinhead politics are crazy, homeboy. All gas, no brakes. Trip on this though, dude, because I always look for sharp skins in prison. Always. They're skinheads against racial prejudice. Sharp skinheads. Dude, they have to go to prison too, right? Don't they break the law? Every time you see a skinhead in prison, he's a Nazi skin, a white power skinhead. Never seen a sharp skin. Now, if a sharp skin came in there, he would get broke off. He would get stabbed. And he would get sent out the door sideways, homeboy, on a stretcher. They would break off a sharp skin because they consider that like an enemy to their movement. And the skinheads in prison are white power Nazi skinheads, dude. They're not cool with the sharps. But I'm like, dude, there has to be sharps here somewhere. You know what it is? They're going in there and they're hiding. But I know what their symbol looks like. It looks like that little Trojan helmet from, what is it, Skull Records. The same thing, the little Trojan helmet that says sharp around it. So every time I see a skinhead in there, they'll have a lot of color ink. I'm always checking out the skinheads I see with tattoos, looking for like a little, I mean, not real obvious, I'll be incognito, but I'm like, I bet that fool has a sharp helmet. He seems like a sharp. Not that I would care, just curious. Not that I would front him off or beat him up and give him a fizz up, bro, that's you. But I'm curious about it, because there's got to be at least one sharp in here. Now trip on this, dude. There was these 2 Jewish dudes as Soledad. No, let me take that back. There was two Jewish dudes. But there was this one Jewish guy. Full-blooded Jewish. He got the kosher lunch, which, I mean, we get some chicken shit, little bologna, almonds, and like a Kool-Aid with an orange. Dude, the Jewish get a big old kosher lunch. They have to drag it back to their cell. A whole head of cabbage, cheese, and crap. It's like this. It comes in a big old bag this big, bro. They sling them for like several soups, dude. Those big old kosher Jewish lunches. So there's a Jewish dude on the yard, level 3 Soledad, living with a skinhead. And they're best buddies. The skinhead dude says, I love my Jewish cell. He's a little Jewish youngster. They're good buddies. And it's kind of like, okay, kind of weird. You have a skinhead who's celled up with a Jew. Aren't they like enemies or whatever? Nazi, skinhead, Jew. And then they're like buddy. Oh, I love that guy. You know, and then another Jew showed up. So the two Jews decided to live together. Makes perfect sense. They both got their kosher lunches jumping off. They do their whole prayers and their kosher stuff. And, bro, they want to live together, dude. Of course. 2 Jews in this whole prison. They're going to want to buddy up and live together. So when the little Jew guy told the skinhead, hey, I'm moving in with my Jew friend, he shed tears. He shed tears. He was like super sad about it, bro. Upset. Like very like shaking and like, I'm like, what happened, dude? You got denied parole? You found out your mom died? You don't got no money to go to the store this month? What happened? You didn't get your time back on that write-up? Oh, your Jewish celly's moving out? Oh, that's what got y'all worked up? Dude, here, put this pink blouse on. You son of a bitch. So, dude, he's crying and all upset about this Jewish celly of his going to move in with another Jew. So one day I went to go talk to him, bro, before he moved out. He's still living with the Jewish guy. And I went to go talk to him. I think I went to go make fun of him for being sad because I seen him earlier crying. I was out on the tier running around. I think I was serving breakfast. I went over to his cell, and he's in boxers doing burpees, this skinhead was. He's in just some boxers, which are like up to here, you know, no shirt, covered with ink, and he's doing burpees. Got towel on the floor, he's covered in sweat. And I go look in. Now it sucks. I was thinking about this earlier, bro. It sucks to be in your cell and have someone just come walking out and be like, put their face in your window. I mean, you'll be sitting there watching TV and all of a sudden you look up and there's someone's face in your window. Or you're like, oh, writing a letter and you look and there's someone just all. Dude, it's kind of like, what do you want? You don't want someone just to be like, especially when it's a shot caller, you know, he's going to come tell you some shit or whatever. Just like, you don't, just get off my door. What the fuck you want? So anyway, I came to this dude's cell and was looking in. I'm doing burpees. And I noticed on his thigh, this big, a big old sharp helmet. I finally found a sharp in prison, bro. He had the big, sharp helmet right on his thigh. Bigger than shit. And he's doing burpees and he sees me, he's like, tries to like, whoa. Tries to like hide it and cover it up. Oh, you know, my penis is falling out of my boxers. No disrespect. Oh, are you sure it's not that big, sharp skin tattoo on your thigh? Bro, he fell apart trying to hide himself. I already saw it. I said I already saw it. So that's why he was so tripped out about losing his little Jewish celly. Chances are he might end up with another skinhead, dude. And they're going to see that and he's going to be ex-nayed. It's going to be all bad for him, bro. It's because he was a shark hiding. Felt very comfortable living with that Jewish dude. Now, trip out on this dude. I'm going to tell you about this guy right here. Because they say you can't become a skinhead in prison, but you know what happens all the time. Trip out on this dude named Trouble. So I get to Soledad for the second time. Whitney, 3rd tier. We're on lockdown because we got in a big riot with the Norteños. The Norteños killed a white dude. We did like a 10-month lockdown. I go in my cell and I meet Trouble, a skinhead from Riverside. RSSP, Riverside, RSSH, Riverside Skinhead. Michigan, and I'm programming with them and we're there. He's fresh out of the hole and he's a skinhead. And I didn't say like, how'd you become a skinhead? Where'd you become a skinhead? I didn't grill him. Hey, do you know about Doc Martens? You know this song? Wake up in the morning early for breakfast so that every mouth can be fed. Hey, the Israelites. I mean, if you're a skinhead, you should know that song. I didn't sing it to him and ask him, hey, you know this song? You know about Doc Martens? You know about Fred Perry, Ben Sherman, Levi State Press, Joe Hawkins? I didn't give him the whole rundown. I just took it for granted that he was a skinhead. He said he was a skinhead. His name was Trouble. Fresh out of the hole. Was over there on South Yard putting in some work. Now, they would send the MAC reps around from time to time to all the sales with like updates. The cop would go get a Mac rep and he would say, hey, go door to door, go tell all the whites we're getting ready to start running packages pretty soon. So then the Mac rep white dude would go door to door to all the woods and be like, hey, pretty soon you're going to do packages. So I'm in my cell with Trouble. And this dude, Chris from Orange County, the Mac rep comes to our cell and he's like, hey guys, get ready to do packages. He's like, Robbie? He's like, what's up, Robbie? And Robbie's like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Now, we've been talking to this dude, Chris, on the tier. Hey, what's up, Chris? He's like, who's that? Splinter. And then Trouble's been like, Chris, it's Trouble. Shoot that coffee. So he's been talking to him. So Chris came and he's like, so you're Trouble, Robbie? Now your name's Trouble? When did you become Trouble? And he was all embarrassed and stuff. And so then he took off and I was like, dude, what was up with that? How come he went, Robbie? Oh, you're Trouble? I go, what's up with that? He's like, oh, well, I was on the level 3 yard as a wood named Robbie. My points dropped. I went to the level 1 yard, south yard, started hanging out with skinheads, became a skinhead. Jumped somebody, went to the hole, now I'm back over here as Trouble the Skinhead. I left as Robbie the Wood, and I'm back as Trouble the Skinhead. How you like me now? Teach me how to doggy. Teach me how to doggy. Hey, how you like me now? They didn't like him now. They were making fun of him. It looked real funny style. And he was real embarrassed to be on the yard as Robbie the Wood. And he comes back 2 months later as Trouble the Skinhead. They're like, dude, I thought you couldn't be a skinhead in prison. I'm like, what are we doing now? He's like, well, I put in some work. I almost put in some work on Trouble. I'll tell you that. I was going to fuck him off, bro. Bad. Now, look. We're in a lockdown. We're not going to store. We're not getting packages. Chris came by and said they might start doing packages. We're only eating state food. I mean, I just came from Wasco. I suppose if you'd been at Soledad for 5 years and you'd been packing away soups under your bed so that you can get through a lockdown, then you have a lockdown, you have the store saved up because you've been there 5 years. I just got there, dude. I just came from reception. I don't have no tienda. Robbie just came from the hole. We got no tienda. We're living off state food. Nothing extra. And you're hungry. And now, not every state tray is not the same. And if you're starving, you'll know this. If you're full, you don't notice. It looks like 2 trays. But when you're hungry, you notice that one cake is like this much bigger than the other one. When you're starving Marvin. You notice that they got like a little bit more corn than you did when you're starving. Oh shit, their pizza's has like this much more than mine. It's just like a little bit bigger. Oh, they got a little bit more eggs. Oh, their cake's a little bit bigger when you're starving. And so I was on the top bunk. I'm on the top bunk. When it's time to eat, I roll my mattress up. I sit on my mattress. I have a towel right here. I have a cup to drink, and I have my utensils. And Robbie, Trouble, would get the trays at the door and come give me my tray. I'm sitting down, and I get it, and I start eating. No reason for both of us to be up on the floor. He's on the bottom bunk. He grabs the trays. I'm up on my rack. He gives me my tray. Well, I start noticing now Fool would, get the trays and start looking at him and give me the small one. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it'd be dinner time. He'd get both of them. I'd see him literally eyeballing it. He'd hand me the one with the smaller cake. Breakfast, he eyeballs it. He keeps the one with the most oatmeal. I'm getting the smaller tray, dude. I let it go 4 or 5 times, 4 or 5 days. So, pardon me, 10 meals. I let it slide to make sure that I'm sure that I really know what's going on. And then one day he goes to hand me something to tell small, and I go, hey, dude, check this the fuck out, bro. You're not going to punk me up in the cell, dude. We're going to have a talk. I noticed you've been giving me the small fucking tray, bro. Morning, noon, and night. Morning and night. You're getting the breakfast tray and giving me the smallest one, same with dinner. Look, if you want to play those fuck games, dude, look it. You can get the biggest dinner tray. I'm jumping down and grabbing breakfast. I'll get the biggest breakfast tray. If you want to play that shit. Or I'll jump down and I'll get the biggest dinner tray and you get the biggest breakfast tray. If you want to play those games, dude. He's like, no. And I said, well, don't say no, because I've been watching you. And I've been seeing you calculate and give me the smallest one. He's like, my bad, I'm starving. Well, fuck, I'm starving too, bro. I said, from now on, when you get the trays, you get them, you give me the one that's in your right hand. No matter what's on it, dude. You grab 2 trays, you turn around, you give it to me. And everything went just great for a while. Everything went just fine, dude. And then it was a grand slam. Sunday morning grand slam, dude. I'm sitting up on my top bunk, mattress rolled up, towel out, cup for drinking, liquid in there. I got some of my utensils. I'm sitting there. It's grand slam. He grabs it, and one of them is just loaded, dude. Loaded. The one in his right hand is loaded because sometimes the linebackers, they pull the food out of these square stainless steel tubs, and sometimes they need a new tub, they'll just dump it. And they'll be like, I need eggs. They'll get like a new one, they'll get rid of the old. So dude, like I said, the trays are not all the same. And this breakfast tray was overflowing with eggs, and it had it just, I'm surprised he could hold it with one hand. I'm surprised he didn't have to grab it with two hands and then come back for the other one. It was so full, and it should have been mine. It was in his right hand, and that full one like, whoop, okie doke me, bro. Kept the big one for himself, gave me the small one, wouldn't make no eye contact, sat down and started eating, and I sat up there for a minute, and I was like, should I just let this go? I was like, no, I fucking jumped down, dude, grabbed his tray and threw it away. Threw all this food away and was like, fuck you, motherfucker, what's up, dog? We're gonna fight. He's like, no, I apologize. It was too tempting, Splinter, I couldn't help it. Did you see that fucking tray? I was like, yeah, it was, dude, it was overloaded, bro. I could see the temptation. They really hooked that one up, but it should have been mine. He tried to okey doke me, bro. We got in a couple different fights, that dude, but he was a little bit funny style, man, and he became a skinhead in prison. He was a prison skinhead, knew nothing about the style. He was all politics. Now, please, I consider it a personal favor if you please help out Sugar. Bro, it don't matter if it's $3, $5, $10. I'll put your name up on here. I'm going to write down everyone's name to help Sugar. Dude, tomorrow, I really hope and pray that I'm able to take Sugar in to the vet, dog, to get her looked at. And you know what? Chucky's just going to have to not be by my side, and Sugar's going to have to come in here for the next video so you can take a look. Look at her lay here lethargic with all this dark shit in her eyes, and her ears are all... She needs a vet, homeboy. Like, big time. And, I called up Jack and Carol, these people I used to work for. They got a horse farm. And I was like, hey, can I come do some work for you guys? Older couple. Usually they say yes. They always say yes, dude. When I come, like, no, not right now, Chris. And I was like, fuck, that's a cool way to go earn a couple $100. If you know how somehow I can earn a couple $100 in Bakersfield, let me know. What's up, Money Mike? I thought I can go to work with you, dog. I thought you were going to pick me up. Let me go earn a couple $, go to work. If you have a job for me in Bakersfield to do, I'll do it. If you have some work, you have some way I can make money. If there's some way I could, hey, homeboy, what can I do? Give me some advice. Let me know. Or help me get Sugar in the vet. I'll write your name on the wall. I'm going to cut the string and let it fly. Peace.